Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. You know it's your boy and King, and today we're going to be doing part 40 of What If Naruto was Madara grandson. Get this one to 200 like as usual and you'll be getting the next part. Comment down below and tell me what you think of this episode, and if you're new, switch across to the playlist and check out all the other episodes. Trust me, it's very interesting guys, and share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. So last time we left off, Naruto announced to the 5 Kages about the 4th Great Ninja War. He then searched the Raikage's mind as he found the location of Killer Bee. He was on the turtle. Naruto arrived there after him and Killer Bee went into an all-out brawl. Killer Bee transformed into the 8 Tails, and Naruto proved that he was stronger than him by using a glimpse of his Susanoo to beat down the 8 Tails. Naruto then trapped the 8 Tails and turned him to revolve back into Killer Bee. The 8 Tail refused because he knows he's the only thing stopping Naruto from just carrying off Bee. Naruto cannot bother to carry that big old giant monster, so he wanted 8 Tails to go back inside of Bee, but 8 Tail refused. Naruto then went up in the air as the atmosphere started to bend, as Naruto ripped a hole in the sky from another dimension where he sent Hidan. Something was coming from that another dimension to strike the 8 Tails and make him so close to death that he has to regain back into Killer Bee's body so he could heal. Naruto was up in the air. That was the last part we left off guys. As Naruto was flying up in the air, he was waiting for something, as something was coming out. A power, a darkness was coming to Naruto. But then, suddenly out of nowhere, Naruto was kicked right aside of his head and sent hurtling back into the trees. But before he could hit the trees, he was grabbed by the hand and slammed down into the ground. And then it revealed the Raikage and Lady Tsunade. They has used the teleportation jutsu from the Raikage's secretary as Lady Tsunade finished healing herself because it really damaged her body. After a few seconds, the other Kages arrived. Kankuro, the Kage of the Sand, the Kage of the Stone Village, I don't really remember his name, or the other female Kage that has the ability to do the lava style, and the melting jutsu. For the love of me, I cannot remember her name or the big nose Kage of the earth name. Go down below and tell me their name in the comments. So the 5 Kage were there now as they all come together as Kankuro asks, so where is Naruto? As A ran over to Killer Bee as he saw Killer Bee on the ground fully transforming 8 Tails. He went over and Killer Bee decided to spoke instead of 8 Tails. Hey bro, I guess you're here. This guy is nothing to be messed with. You have to leave here before he kills us all, said Bee, knowing the insane amount of power that Naruto possessed. Meanwhile, inside of the trees, Naruto was sent hurling into the forest in the trees. Obito arrived as Obito saw Naruto sitting down and meditating, not going over to fight the Kages. Naruto, said Obito. Naruto turned and looked at him and said, I don't want you to interfere in this fight. What do you mean you don't want me to interfere, said Obito. There are 5 of them, and they are all the Kages of their nation. Do you really think that you can come out of this without a scratch? Naruto turned to him and gave him a smile. Trust me, I'll beat them all down, but I won't kill them yet. I'm gonna break every nation's spirit and show them that I'm the powerfulest person on this planet. I'm going to murder the Kages in front of a group of ninja and make sure the news spread. I want them to see that no one can trifle with us, Obito, said Naruto. You know you're really cocky, said Obito. Well, go on and have your fun, as Obito then sucks up in a swirling vortex. He then went over on the other side of the turtle. As he was sitting down and relaxing, he was in a far tree. He was just there sitting and relaxing as he was preparing to watch a fight. Naruto then came out of the forest as he walked about 10 feet away from the Kages. So you're all here, said Naruto. I guess you used some kind of teleportation jutsu to get here, because it would have taken you a very long time if you were traveling by boat on this water. You waste your time and come here. You're all going to be schooled, said Naruto. Shut up, kid, said Killer Bee. As A-Tail managed to get back up and it was standing firmly right now, it was still a bit shaky. Its body was still weak as the Raikage said, B, A-Tails, don't interfere, we will handle this, as he jumped back over beside the 5 Kages. Kankuro is now the leader of the Sand as he looked up and saw Naruto. You will pay for what you did to my brother, Naruto, said Kankuro. Oh, you mean Gaara? Oh, I extracted the tail beast from him, and he died, and I simply discarded his body. I don't really care about him anyway. I just want the beast inside of him, and I came here for the 8 tails. So, give him to me, and you all won't suffer, said Naruto. As the 5 Kage looks at Naruto with a serious face, Tsunade then growled at Naruto. You really think that you can take on all 5 of us and still come out of this fight with a wound, or maybe you're dead? Trust me, you old bag, said Naruto as Tsunade gained a vein in her head. Oh, did I piss you off by calling you old bag, said Naruto as he looked down at them. Naruto then turned his head to look at A-Tails as he sensed some change from his back rushing at A-Tails. A-Tails didn't have the strength and the power to sight them or break them. The chains wrapped around A-Tails as the Raikage then charged at Naruto with full speed, ready to stop him. Naruto turned around, and when the Raikage was about 2 feet away from him, the Raikage sent a heavy fist towards Naruto. Naruto simply vanished. He was no longer there, and the chains went down to the 8 tails and they wrapped around him. The Raikage is now dropping out of the air as the Kage of the stone fly up there to give him a hand. Naruto then appear behind. I am going to call her the lava style user, guys. Just bear with me, she's called lava style user, the Kage that possesses the lava style and the melting jutsu, yeah guys. So Naruto appeared right behind her as he said release, and a sword started to come from his chest. There was a storage seal on his chest as he pulled out a black katana. The blade was black and the handle was white. Naruto quickly slashed at her. Lady Tsunade jumped in the way and catch the blade with her bare hands with chakra around it. Oh, you're strong, said Naruto. But guess what? My sword is special, said Naruto as the chakra around Lady Tsunade's hands started to vanish as Naruto's sword was absorbing the chakra, and the longer she touched it for, the longer it was absorbing her chakra. Naruto then looked beside him and saw the Raikage coming towards him with full speed. Naruto quickly jumped up in the air as the Raikage crashed right where Naruto was, as he then grabbed Lady Tsunade because she was about to fall to the ground. Are you okay, Tsunade? He asked, as she said yeah, I'm fine, as she struggled to get back to her feet. Naruto then landed on the top of a tree as he was standing on a tree with one foot and his next foot was in the air. He then walked off in the air like he was walking on air. He was using his wind abilities to control the air around him to make it look like he was flying. So, I guess you can fly like me, said the big nosed man as he was behind Naruto as he shouted particle style jutsu as he trapped Naruto in some kind of a particle dome and then a huge explosion disintegrate everything inside of it. As the five Kage looks up and said, "What? That was too easy." As the big nosed man dropped back down to the ground as he stopped levitating, he went back down to greet his other five Kages. "I guess he's dead." "Oh, you guessed wrong," said Naruto, as Naruto appeared behind all of them and said, "Blasting wind," as he let out a fury of a blast wind blowing all of them as they were sent all hurling back into the trees. Naruto then smiled as he looked down at the weak Kages and said, "So, that is what you guys really have to bring to the table? I'm not even using all of my powers, and you guys cannot even face me," said Naruto as he looked down at them. "How did you do that?" said the man as he levitated back in the air. "Well, you guys know teleport? I got a teleportation jutsu too. It's quite different from yours, but yeah, I got one too. So I'm not gonna explain it. So someone's gonna get their ass kicked." Naruto then rushed to all five of them as Kankuro sent his puppet towards Naruto. Naruto still rushing at full speed as the puppet is at 2 feet away from him. Naruto stopped as the puppet raised his hands and a blade came from it coming straight towards Naruto's face. Naruto quickly jumped up in the air as the puppet then opened his shirt as multiple blades started to fly towards Naruto with incredible speed. 2 of them slashed him on the hand as Naruto then dropped back down to the ground. "Got you," said Kankuro. He smiled to the other Kages. "What is it, Kankuro?" they asked. "That was poison. It is going to slowly kill him if we don't get the antidote. And I will never give it to him," said Kankuro, as Naruto managed to get back to his feet as his vision was blurry. Lady Snap then rushed towards him and said, "If he's weakened, let's take advantage of this opportunity and finish him off," as she slammed her fist right in Naruto's face, sending him hurtling back, and then the right Kage came from the sky as he stepped right in Naruto's midsection as the big nose Kage grabbed Naruto and threw him up in the air. As he then used the earth and put them on Naruto's chest as they were now coming back down in full speed, crashing Naruto down into the ground. And the other female Kage, she rushed over there as she went through some hand signs as she said lava pool jutsu, as she started to spit lava out of her mouth like a stream. The lava then engulfed Naruto as you can see the steam coming off of it like it's frying someone. Then the lava then after a while it sank down into the ground after melting the ground, and they wait and see if they're going to see a piece of Naruto's discarded body, but there was nothing there as they all looked around thinking that everything is alright now, and that only thing left to do is take care of that masked guy and the fourth great ninja war will be prevented. As they then heard a voice behind them, "Huh, you really think you can defeat me like that?" As all of them drop a sweat. Kankuro then screamed out in pain as a sword pierced right through his midsection. As they all turn around, the right Kage quickly rushed after Naruto, but Naruto jumped back in time to dodge the attack. As Naruto pulled out his sword was coated in Kankuro's blood as Kankuro dropped on his knees. Lady Snap quickly rushed over to him and tried to heal him. "I'm not done yet," said Naruto as he rushed them with incredible speed. The Raikage come towards him. Naruto held up his sword as he used his sword to suck off all of the force off of the Raikage's attack by draining out some of his chakra to make him slow down a bit. Naruto then used his left hand and said, "Wind restriction." The wind starting to tighten around the Raikage's neck as he dropped to his knees, cannot hit Naruto or hit anything. He was breathing heavily as he couldn't take in a breath. "What are you doing to him?" Lady Snarly cried out. "Oh, I used the wind around his neck to tighten it so he wouldn't take in any more breath. So right now, He's suffering. He's going to die shortly. No, he won't, said the Kage of the Stone. As Naruto was engulfed in a bunch of rocks, when Naruto looked down, he realized that he was being held by a rock golem. Oh, so this is the famous rock golem I heard about, said Naruto, as the Kage of the Stone was on top of his head. Now, stop that, said the Kage. Stop what? Stop that now, he said as he squeezed Naruto. Naruto simply phased right through it. Did you really think that that could stop me? Said Naruto. Disintegrating acid! Naruto heard a voice behind him as he saw the other female Kage as she spit acid after him. Naruto simply used his sword and cut the acid. The acid one fly to his left, one fly to his right, and none of them didn't touch him. Naruto's sword was coated in a blue chakra that allows him to cut right through the acid. Meanwhile, the ninjas that use the teleportation jutsu on the Kages to come here, they were trying to release the A-tail from Naruto's chain, but they couldn't do anything about it when they met up in Obito, as they all pulled out a kunai and rushed towards Obito. Obito simply phased through all of them while killing them instantly. In a swift and quick motion, they were nothing towards him. He then stood right beside the A-tail as A-tail growls at him. Don't worry, you'll be extracted soon, said Obito, while not even glancing at him. Skipping back to Naruto, the Raikage was on the ground, gasping for air, but he couldn't get none as his eyes were starting to roll over. Naruto then looked at him as Naruto released his jutsu. Oh, I don't want you to die yet. I have something special for you, said Naruto as he smiled at all of them. So, are you just taunting us? Said another female Kage. You do not want to kill us, but you just want to break our spirit? Are you just taunting us to show us that you're powerful? She said. Oh yeah, you're quite right, said Naruto. I'm showing you all that I'm 10 times powerful than you, and if I want to do something, I will do it, and none of you can stop me, said Naruto, as he then hurled his sword right into her stomach. The incredible speed that it was traveling on, she couldn't do anything about it. She looked down as she coughed up some blood. Tsunade, said Naruto, I guess you're gonna have to heal the both of them. Tsunade had finished healing Kankuro as she was rushing over to another female Kage. Naruto appeared right in front of her and kicked her right in the face, sending her flying back as Naruto went over and extracted his sword from her midsection. He was then walking up to Lady Tsunade. The Raikage was on the ground, couldn't do anything. He was struggling to get back to his feet after what Naruto did to him. The Stone Golem then jumped in front of Naruto as he tried to punch Naruto. Naruto then said, slicing winds, as his hand was sliced up into dirt. Even though you're stone, my wind is 10 times stronger than you, said Naruto. That is how powerful I am. So you all see, said Naruto as he looked down on them. He then floated up in the air as the big nose Kage tried to float up with Naruto. Naruto disappeared and appeared right in front of his face. Naruto punched him in the midsection as Naruto grabbed him by his Kage clothes. Naruto then flung him towards the ground as he was sent crashing down. Lady Tsunade managed to get back to her feet as she rushed over to another Kage and healed her of the stab wound. Naruto was now in the air as he then said, you want to see a bit of my power? I'll show you all that you're nothing compared to me, as darkness started to surround him as his Black Susanoo started to build. His Black Susanoo landed on the ground, creating a small earthquake by just landing. Wings then erupted from his back as it fly up in the air. As Naruto was in its forehead, it looks like a god, said Kankuro as he looked up, recovering from his heel wound that Lady Tsunade just did. This is the power of a god, he said, as all of them looked up on Naruto in pure shock and fear. Naruto power is nowhere near to theirs. Naruto power is on a totally different level. Their power cannot stand up to his. They all repeated in their head, knowing that it's true what he said. He's really the strongest in the world after all, said Lady Tsunade, even thinking about her grandfather. She know her grandfather is strong, but Naruto is another level or something. As Obito watched from his position, he's really getting stronger and stronger every day. If he decides to turn on me, I have to take in all of the Nine-Tailed Beasts to stop him. But even with that power, I believe that he will still be a worthy foe. But there is no reason for him to turn on me now. Me and him have been through so much, said Obito, as he looked down on the fight. Back to Naruto. Naruto had a long katana in his Susanoo hands as he slammed it down into the ground as the earth below him was split. It was split. The turtle that they were on screamed out in pain as he stopped moving as that attack pierced right through him, killing him. The giant island that they were on was a turtle. To Naruto's perspective, he could see the turtle in his Susanoo, and he did it out of pure spite to stop it. I guess it's gonna stay here from now on, said Naruto as he looked down at them with a glare. So, do you all know now that my power is on a godly level, he said as he looked down at them with pure pity in his eyes, knowing that none of them would be strong enough to face him. He really wanted a worthy foe. He wanted to prove himself, knowing that he's strong. He wanted to prove himself to his grandfather, especially to know that he lives up to the name of Madara Uchiha. But he cannot do this with all of these weaklings. All of them were sent flying back from Naruto's attack. It didn't slap none of them, but the effects and the shockwave sent all of them flying back as all of them was in one spot. All of them was kind of bruisey and battered. Late Tsunade had a few cuts. The Raikage, he was still gasping for air. Kankuro had recently got healed by Late Tsunade, so he wasn't so bad. Late Tsunade was now healing the lava style Kage, but she was still kind of out of it. The big nose Kage was on the ground, trying to regain his composure. Naruto then released his Susanoo. As he went back down to the ground, he then walked over to Eight Tails. He put his hand on one of Eight Tails' tentacles, then shouted, "Lightning of destruction," as lightning rushed off of his hand and started to electrocute the Eight Tails until the Eight Tail had enough and went back into B, knowing that its time is up. Naruto then used his chain and wrapped around the unconscious B as he lifted up B with his chain. "Obito," he shouted as Obito appeared right beside him. "It's time to go," he said as he turned and looked back at the Kages. "Remember, the fourth great ninja war will be the end of this world," he said with a glare before disappearing in a swirling vortex. But guys, this is where I end this episode. If you like and enjoy, remember to comment down below, turn on bell notifications, stay posted guys. But more for now guys, peace.